But most of the commerce students are not using this opportunity. What is the reason? Don't work continuously, then the problem is that there may be a lot of updations during that period, and again you have to come back and you fall into that vicious cycle of failure again. Disadvantage. So you are accountable also. Hi. +1, +2 students. You can join CA, CMA, CS during +1, +2 or after +2 examination. The three courses are the three professional courses in India. So if you want to live in India as a professional, you have to become CA, CMA or CS. These are fantastic professional opportunities for commerce students. But most of the commerce students are not using this opportunity. What is the reason? The reason is fear. There is a fear of failure inside the mindset of many students. Why is this fear? The reason is that the failing rate in these examinations are very high. It is higher than the passing rate. So if 100 students write this examination, 20 students pass, 80 students fail. 30 students pass, 70 students fail. So this is the story they hear every day around them, and most of the students are not taking the chance of attempting these professional courses. So that is why most of the students are not joining these professional courses. What is the reason for this failure? Myself, CA CBSE Chartered Accountant, I failed many times in CA examination, and I saw many students failing in CA examination during my period as a student and as a teacher. There are 12 reasons I identified, and I am going to explain these 12 reasons, and at the end of these 12 problems facing by students, I will explain you how to solve these reasons and become a chartered accountant, a cost and management accountant and company secretary in this short video. So please listen. The first is cost. In order to attend coaching classes of the famous coaching institutes, you have to go to metropolitan cities and attend the coaching classes there. And it is expensive. You have to invest money on that. And most of the students cannot afford that much expense in their learning. It is not expense, actually it is an investment, but they cannot afford it. Simply they cannot afford it. So that is the reason they avoid these courses. The second is the quality. The quality expected from these professional bodies are very high. It is national level quality, international level quality. So even though you are a topper in your school, you may not have that much quality, and you may fail in the examination. So the expected higher quality is not there, and that is the reason for not joining the course. The third is your opportunity to interact with an expert. So there are only few people in these professional bodies in the teaching field. And so the students do not get enough opportunity to interact with the professionals and get an opportunity to use their wisdom in preparing for the examination. So the lack of opportunity with interact with the professional is a reason for the failure, and that is why most of the students fail. They don't have a mentor. They don't have a proper expert with them. The next reason is language. I studied in a Malayalam medium school, and when I joined the CA, suddenly the language changes to English. And most of the students in Malayalam medium faces problems with this language. So English language, there are only two languages allowed in CA examinations, CMA exams and CS examinations. One is Hindi and the other one is English. So most of the classes are in English or Hindi. So students are not getting the right idea from in their mother tongue. That is one reason. The next is study tips. There are two ways to study a subject. One is the straight, easy way, and another one is a complicated way. And most of the students invest their time in studying, in learning the subjects in the complicated way, not in the straight way. So they don't get any study tips from the experts. So they take more time, unproductive time, to learn new things. The next one is examination tips. So examination, this is a professional examination, and if you don't approach a professional examination as a professional, the chance of failure is high. So when you prepare to a professional examination, you have to prepare like a professional, think like a professional, and to study like a professional, and write like a professional. And that professionalism is not there in the presentation part of the answer sheet. So that is the reason for a failure. Another reason is practicing exam questions. So when you join CA, you may be the number one in your school or in your class or in your state. So the ego is there. When you write model exam, you want to score the maximum marks in the model exam, and you expect a rank in model examination. So you prepare like that. So you are not ready for a self-model exam, a self-mock test, because a self-mock test reveals your ignorance. So you don't want to be revealed that ignorance to yourself. So that is one reason why students are not writing enough mock tests or enough model examinations before the examination. That is the reason for failure. The next one is self-analysis. When you analyze yourself, you grow. The growth is because you analyze your faults, your flaws, your weaknesses, and you correct them. Then you grow. So the growth is because of that improvement, and improvement is possible only if you are willing for self-analysis. It starts with the mock examination and the self-analysis, and then taking corrective actions. So that improvement is not there in every day because you are not writing the mock examinations, you are not making self-analysis, and you are not taking the corrective measures to improve yourself. That is the reason. The next one is you attend coaching institutes. So famous coaching institutes, maybe the best coaching institute in India. The best coach is available with you, but still there are chances for failure. Why? Because the coaching institute takes most of your time. And these examinations are based on self-learning method. And if you don't invest enough time for self-learning, failure is guaranteed. No coach, no coaching institute is going to help you in the examination hall if you are not worked in your study room. Self-learning is the key. Coaching institutes or coaches may help you to learn faster, but you have to invest enough time for self-learning. And since you attend a lot of coaching classes and watched a lot of YouTube videos, free videos, and actually you are not practiced in your study room by yourself, you may fail. So it is a professional examination. So you can watch it, but you have to do the exercise, you have to read a lot, you have to practice problems, you have to write the mock test, you have to make self-analysis and correct. If that is not done in your study room, there is a chance for failure, and that chance is almost 100%. The next is that motivation. These courses are long duration courses. These are not a sprint, these are marathon. So you have to invest 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, probably more than that in these examinations. So every day you have to keep yourself motivated during this long period course. And that is necessary to pass this examination and become a professional. And if you don't work continuously, then the problem is that there may be a lot of updations during that period, and again you have to come back and you fall into that vicious cycle of failure again and again. So keep motivated, find your motivator, find your motivational speakers, your motivational books or motivational quotes or your hobbies suitable to keep yourself high energy. That is necessary for these examinations. Keep yourself motivated. The next is accountability. See, during the board exams, during the classroom, there is a lot of people supporting you. Your friends are there, your teachers are there, and a lot of people are there to support you, encourage you, and you are accountable to them. But in professional exams, in professional preparation, you are alone. You feel that loneliness. You are alone. And you have to be accountable to someone, otherwise it may not work well. So that is advantage of going to the coaching classes. If you have a coach with you, you are accountable to the coach. So self-learning is good. Self-learning is the best way of learning is self-learning. But the problem is that you may not be accountable to anyone. So since you are not accountable to anyone except yourself, you may not work well. So these are the 12 reasons. And what is the remedy? We have a special program called Supervised Learning Method. That is our special program, Supervised Learning Method. In Supervised Learning Method, the cost is very low. The cost, if you join before 31/3/2022, it is only 10,000. Otherwise, it is 15,000. 10,000 or 15,000, it is a nominal fees. Since you don't have other fees, it is only 15,000 or 10,000 for 6 months. So you can attend this program and prepare for the next examination after +2. So this is the advantage. It is highly cost effective. The cost is the lowest cost in coaching programs. The next is quality. These programs are done by people with 15, 16, 17 years of teaching experience in CA field or CMA field or CS field. So they are experienced teachers, experts. So when you invest time with the experts, you get a lot of ideas, even though it is 1 hour in a week. The interactive is, it is a live interactive session. It is not a recorded course. It is a live interactive sessions with the expert. So you get opportunity to speak yourself. That is the advantage. Language, it is available in Malayalam and English. So one batch is for Malayalam, another batch is for English. Separate batches for CA and CMA and CS. Then study tips, you get a lot of study tips during these weekly sessions, and also exam tips also. These experts, they watch the exams for years, so they give you the finest tips and finest options available to you. The next is exam practice. You have to practice yourself and you have to report to the coach. That is advantage. So you are accountable also. Then self-analysis, you do the analysis yourself and you disclose it in the session every week. The next is coaching institutes. Yes, it is conducted by Students Academy. So there is a coaching institute. You are attending classes from the coaching institute. Now the self-learning time. You get enough time because this coaching time is only 1 hour in a week. You get the rest of the time for yourself in preparing self-learning method. Next is motivation. The motivation is high when you meet an expert, and Expert is a person who has invested his time, his life in that particular portion. So myself, a chartered accountant, so after my college days, I invested majority of time in this profession as a student and as a professional. So a professional is always like that. So when you are associated with a professional every week, you get automatically motivated. The next is accountability. You are accountable every week. So we give tasks for the next week and you are accountable for that. So you know that whether you are moving in the right direction or not. So it gives you the guidance, it guides you, it gives you the direction towards success. That is the advantage of this supervised learning program. It has 3 benefits. In a nutshell, it has 3 benefits. It is highly cost effective. It is highly time effective. It is highly quality effective. So 2 effectiveness are there. If you consider the cost or time or quality, this is the best program for you in India. Join this course now and enjoy the fruits from it. Thank you for listening me. Welcome to eStudents Academy.